Okay, student, again we are with Icse GST. Previous video you might have watched, and now further we will discuss GST on value addition. Okay, concentrate and listen. You will understand this thing totally properly, and if you understand it properly, then the further exercise you can do in very easy manner. Okay, see, GST on value addition. Here, understand this example. Suppose one wholesaler in same state, this transaction in first case, understand this is in same state, transaction has been done in same state. Wholesaler 1000 rupees items is selling. Okay, 1000 rupees item is sold by wholesaler. If 1000 rupees is sold, the sell price of wholesaler is how much? 1000. This is output. This item is going out. The output tax. This output tax on this 1000 rupees will be the GST, the whatever rate is prescribed. Suppose 12% GST is prescribed on this type of goods. So 1000 rupees is sold, 12% GST will be levied, and this tax 12% GST on 1000 rupees will be called output tax. Why output tax? Because the goods is sold out, going out, sold out, transaction is out. So here output tax for this wholesaler is 12% on 1000 rupees. This if you calculate, this will be 1000, 12 by 100, if you cut 120 rupees. Okay, so for this wholesaler 120 rupees is output tax. So you came to know the what is output tax. Okay, now this output tax, this wholesaler has to credit. Okay, credit against the GST, means he will give to the government. This place of transaction is what? Bangalore, means state Karnataka. This 120 rupees will go to, this 120 rupees will go to two way this will be distributed. The intra-state transaction is there, no, within state. So this 120 rupees will be distributed as GST and CGST. CGST. So 50% means 60 rupees to the Karnataka government and 60 rupees to the CGST, central GST, central government. This is clear. In last video also you came to know these things. Okay. Now come to another part. If this wholesaler had sold this 1000 rupees to trader A, suppose one trader is there, he purchased from wholesaler. This 1000 rupees was the sell price for this wholesaler. A same amount is the purchase price for this trader A. Purchase price same, 1000 rupees. Okay, 12% GST is charged by this wholesaler from trader A while selling, and that amount is 120. This same amount, same GST for the trader A is called what? Input tax. This item is in with this trader. This is input. So input tax, same thing is input here, whatever is output here, same transferred here, input. 12% GST and this is 120 rupees. Okay. Now this trader A again is trader. Trading, he is purchasing and selling for the profit. Again this trader selling this item to the consumer, another person. Okay. So for this trader, purchase price is 1000 and sell price, taking benefit after some benefit, profit, he is selling 1000 rupees item to rupees 1500, taking profit of 500. So now here again he will charge, no, he is selling from the consumer, he will charge GST, suppose same percent, 12% is there. So he will charge GST 12% on this 1500. Okay, and this will be called what? Output tax, because the goods is going out, transaction is out. The same output tax 12% GST. Now this 12% on 1500, so 12 by 100. Okay, so this will be what? 15 into 12, 180. So here he is charging the GST on the bill, no, bill of this consumer 180 rupees. Okay. So now consider this trader A. Trader A given, no, here output given 120 rupees GST while he was purchasing the item. Now he received charge 180 rupees GST while he is selling the item. So here input tax is credited. See, this whatever input tax was what? For this input tax while taking in 120 rupees, this is input tax credit is allowed in this GST rule. That means 120 rupees he will keep with himself, credited in his own account. So here input tax credit, understood what is this input tax credit? Okay, input tax, output tax and input tax credit is also a term. Now understand it properly. Input tax credit means if a trader doing purchasing and selling, both action he is doing, in that case whatever GST he had paid while purchasing, that amount he will credit himself, he will keep himself with him. That 120 input tax credit allowed with him. So then how 120, then how much he will pay? Additional. He received GST 180. No, already he expensed paid 120. So that means GST to government additional is what? 180 minus 120, 60 rupees. This whatever extra 60 rupees he received, no, while selling to the consumer. So this 60 rupees will be paid to the government as a GST, goods and services tax. And this 60 rupees input tax credit allowed when both. So here this is gone to government. Okay. Again, this transaction is within state, no, within this Karnataka. If case is such, again this 30 rupees to SGST, SGST means to the state, and 30 rupees CGST to the central government. This will go. Okay. Here input tax credit. No, this input tax credit to the same trader accounts is allowed when both input and output is allowed. Means both cases coming. No, purchasing and selling, input and output tax has been levied. Then only input tax credit ITC is allowed. Okay, this keep in mind. In which case input tax is allowed? When both cases there. No, purchasing and selling. Okay, now this trader A, no, we understood how trader A input tax credited means his, no, expense tax is credited in his account and additional paid to the government. Now come to the case of consumer, means final consumer. So suppose anybody, final consumer, here naam just for the fun sake, nahi, Aryan I have written. So suppose Aryan has purchased this item finally for the consumption. That means he will not sell this item. He has received this item for his own use. So what he will do? He has to pay this same amount with GST. This same amount with GST 1500 sell price. He will receive this 1500. Okay, he will pay this 1500 and additional 12% GST 180 rupees he will pay. Okay, this he has to pay, and this is not a option to credit himself. Means finally he has paid, means paid, is not recovered. Why not recovered? Because in this case only input tax, means only purchasing is there. Selling is not there. If selling would have been there, then input tax credit allowed. That means then only his paid GST would have been credited. Okay. That means for the consumer, that input tax credit is not allowed, because only one case. Okay. In this case here 180. Okay, this 180 GST is given to the seller A, and he has just distributed like this. Okay, so this is the case. In this example, you came to know the GST on value addition. Okay, GST on value addition means when any person is purchasing the items and again selling the items. Okay. With example, GST, sell, purchase, input tax, output tax, everything you understood. Input tax credit understood. Okay, consumer can claims. Now come to know here what we have done. Input tax credited. If both has been done, selling and purchasing, here what we have done, on the purchasing 12% GST we calculated 120 rupees. Okay, and this is on purchase, input tax, and selling, after selling, output tax 180 rupees we calculated. Same thing in another, alternately also calculation can be done. In this case, this calculation means the GST for the government, means final GST, what amount of GST will be paid. Same thing we have calculated here, GST to the government 60 rupees. Same thing we can do here, GST 12% on sell price minus purchase price. In trader A, sell price 1500, a purchase price 1000. If minus 1500 minus 1000, same thing we have done here. This will be, the leftover will be 500, means difference is 500. So directly if you put GST 12% on 500, 60 rupees will come, and same 60 rupees will go to the GST account of government. Same thing, see, the same 60 rupees. Like this also calculation can be done. And again this 60 rupees, we same thing, 32 as GST, state GST, and another 32 CGST, central GST, like this is will be distributed. Okay, so now I think you have understood the things. Okay, now in two video, previous video and in this video, with this two video, I think the basic concept on this GST is very much clear. Okay, after this video we will discuss on the some problems based on these concept. Then whatever left over your doubt and anything, that will be very much clear. Okay, we will do plenty of sum that will clear your doubt. Okay, if you have understood well the concept, must like this, video and subscribe the channel. Okay, good day.